Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Randy Lee. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn gets a win over Oregon last night in the Players Era Championship Tournament out in Las Vegas. Oregon won this thing last year, by the way, beating Alabama. So Auburn off to a good start. A lot more teams in it this year. 18 teams, I think, are in this thing this year. Unfortunately, Alabama lost last night to Gonzaga.
Difficult. Oh, so
I know
sad.
you hated that.
Yeah, I hated every moment of it. And, that Oregon team that we played last night, length, physicality inside, post player knocking down threes and doing everything else he wanted there in the first half. Andy, it was a good win.
Yeah.
I thought it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oregon's not ranked, but they were 4-0 coming into the game. Like you said, they had a lot of length, and I think it was a really good test for Auburn. And, they said it on the broadcast, and it was like, you lose Bruce Pearl, you lose basically the entire roster except one guy in Todd Pettiford. You go out and you have to, beat Bethune-Cookman in overtime, and you're going, this is not starting quite the way we wanted it to. But play Houston down to a one-point game. If you actually make some free throws, you win that game. They're the number one team, or were the number one team in the country. Play Oregon, you beat them out there. You got Michigan today, the number 7 team in the country. Michigan's really good.
They are.
We're going to find out a lot about this Auburn team. And Keyshawn Hall was a game-time decision, but he played well. He came out, didn't look like he had – maybe he's a little slower than normal. I don't know, but love him and what he's doing for this team.
Well, I'll start with Tahad. And,
welcome to the season.
Welcome to the season, and if you had to pick a time for him to start hitting his flow, it would be right now.
Right.
And last night, every time down the court, if he wanted to get to his spot and get to his shot, it felt like he could. He's that type of talent, and that's an immense talent. Someone that can, night in and night out, possession after possession, and one-on-one matchups, go and get a good shot. Doesn't mean he makes them, but it means that whoever's in front of him is probably not going to stay in front of him. And he had that feel last night, and when he's knocking down shots and when he gets going, I'm not saying he single-handedly wins you games, but there's stretches in the ball game, even back to last year, where if you take him off the team, you're down 10. But with him on the team, you're right there even with him because of the way that he's playing. And Keyshawn Hall ended up with his 18.
Yeah.
His 6 boards. We were beat up a little bit inside. The second half looked even worse than the first. Jovic not playing as many minutes as I feel like he will as the season moves on due to foul trouble last night was a big part of that. I think he's really good defensively denying the ball to the post. I think he's good in boxing out, but he's more of a physical presence than even Murphy and the others that we've got inside. And is that going to rear its ugly head and be a problem once we get into SEC play? Maybe. Yeah. But I'm glad we've got him, and so it just feels like the pieces are there to have a really good season. And what more can you ask for? Really, as an Auburn basketball fan, you just want to sustain the first year. And your takeaway last night at the end of the game with the way that the team comes up with Stephen Pearl being interviewed after the game, and you used to do that with Bruce.
Yeah.
And Bruce used to have his chant or his, or his call symbol or something, but you could sense that all those players were really happy for Stephen Pearl last night.
I think so. And I don't know if you watched Todd Pettiford, his interview after the game, and they said, "What's the difference between, Stephen and his dad?" And he said nothing. The goal's still the same, the coaching's still the same. He said, but of course Stephen's his own guy, and he's got his own personality. He's more laid back. But he said, him being younger, he said, I think he relates to us better. He can be down on our level a little bit, and Bruce was getting on up there a little bit, but he's not a different kind of human being than than most of us, but still, Stephen, I think, has a really good connection with these guys. He's probably the one that recruited most of them.
I would think, along with Bowman and the rest of that staff, that you're right.
Yeah.
And is Bruce Pearl the closer? Yeah, but what's to say that Bruce Pearl's still not part of the team that does the closing? I mean, I still think Nick Saban does or he at least helps do the closing for Alabama football.
Yeah.
And I, can vividly remember seeing our star, which, by the way, what Sadarian Morgan did this past Friday night was a thing of straight beauty.
Yeah.
I said at the end of the broadcast, if there's ever a football player that deserved a nod to the crowd, a step out of the dugout and take your hat off and everybody applaud, it was what I saw this past Friday. But, Saban was part of his close this past year.
Really?
You saw him in the recruiting. And I think Bruce Pearl, if anything, Andy, is perfect for that.
Yep.
For Auburn, not only in basketball, but in football and in any other role that you
Love
can
to
give
see
to
him in that bright orange jacket.
No kidding. Let me go to the phone lines. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
What's going on, guys? War Eagle.
Nylan, glad to have you.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all be live tomorrow or not, so I want to go ahead and wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving just in case you're not, and I don't get to speak to y'all.
You too.
I'd heard that Deuce had signed a new NIL deal. Have y'all heard anything on that?
I have not.
And then I seen there was a post with a couple of the guys standing on the Yellowwood sign said, "Thank you, Mr. Yellowwood." I don't know how true that stuff is, and if that is the case, does that kind of leads me to believe we already have a coach. It's a done deal that nobody. I mean, they would have to know that. I would think. Wouldn't you guys think that?
Well, first off, I do think that all signs point to there being a deal behind the scenes that's already been met. I'm hopeful that DJ Durkin's part of that negotiation that's going on behind the scenes to be retained as the defensive coordinator. I think a lot of these guys were recruited by him and his staff, even if they're on the offensive side of the ball. And if it's Summerall being named the head coach, I'm hopeful that Durkin is retained and is the defensive coach, and a lot of his staff is. Would I be happy to hear that Deuce and Cam Coleman and others are part of the Yellowwood team going into next year as part of the NIL package? 1,000%. I mean, look what we all saw on Saturday. Mylan, first, we may lose you here, and I've got all show to say, but your thoughts about Deuce on Saturday?
I thought he played great. I mean, I was at the game, first game I've been to in a while, and it was exciting. First play, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It was exciting, guys, but I'll hang up and listen. I know y'all are busy and got a lot of other people to try to get in. The War Eagle, and like I said, happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you for the phone call.
We will be on the air tomorrow. I will be doing it with JJ. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll take Thanksgiving off, but and we'll have a Friday show as well. But look, let me stop the show right here, and let me tip my cap to Mr. Randy Lee.
Thank you, Andy.
Who had said at the beginning of this year, I've seen Deuce Knight, and I've watched him, and the guy has got skills, and we should start him. He is a guy. Now, he's going to make mistakes. He's young. And don't tell me he doesn't know the play. Don't tell me garbage like that. Why are we sitting this guy on the bench? I heard this over and over, and I tried to make the case for Jackson Arnold.
Yes.
And I tried to make the case for Ashton Daniels. And I tried to make the case that, look, Randy, this guy's a true freshman. You bring him in with the plan, you're going to redshirt him. Let him learn the system. You should slap me in the face.
Well, I vividly remember one show that I got attacked pretty good. And I think that it wasn't from you.
No.
It was from callers, and I was really from the social media warriors out there. I was getting blasted pretty good on the back end, and people tired of hearing me be negative. And Tired of hearing me not talk good about Jackson, and it got a little for a week there. I was like, man, maybe I'm wrong. There's a chance.
You were not wrong.
No, I was not wrong.
You were not wrong.
I was not wrong. The ceiling is so high.
It's Mercer. I get it.
But your eyes tell the story. If you left that game Saturday thinking that either of those other two quarterbacks' ceilings anywhere near as high as Deuce Knight, then we're not talking.
Where would we be today if we had started Deuce Knight? I'm not talking about record, but where would he be in his process of becoming a SEC, a real deal SEC
I'm terrified Hugh Freeze would have screwed him up. Brett Pritchard has me convinced that what needed to happen happened. And I think he's right.
Okay. I can agree with that. I can buy that. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Illinois Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillaby Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillaby Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Thank you so much for being with us. We're brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and Sensa Green Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. We thank you so much for their sponsorship of today's show. We could not do it without them. Talk a little bit about them a little bit later. But first, let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline.
James, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, how you doing?
We're great, James. Glad to have you.
Brandon,
yes,
since you are part owner of this show, Faith and Brett does not work. Y'all done changed the format where we doing a Andrew Zimmerman go around to eat every week. Then you're losing 2 days or 3 days out the week. Maybe you ain't got enough people to work. I come work and help you guys out.
You and Andy would be great on air together, James.
But it's not working because it's not that the girl, the gorgeous young lady is not good. She just don't work with Brett, and Brett don't work with her. She might work with Andy, and she might work with Jim and you, just like Luke and JJ don't work together, and Luke and Brett don't work together. JJ and Brett don't work together because they talkative. But y'all are wasting 2 or 3 days just on eating and all of that. That does not work. Y'all done messed up the format of the whole week that people get looking forward to these things. And this is a conservative show, so if a person call in after me and say, "Oh, yeah, James is being a hater," then you know, conservative y'all, they gonna agree with everything no matter what. You done seen some shows where it just doesn't work. So I'm not saying she's not good. It's just that she doesn't work with Brett. And that going around eating at every place is doing this kind of show is not good for y'all format. But anyway, if John Summerall, I'm against John Summerall. And the reason why, I done said this before, if you kept Durkin, you build on the 4 years, the 3 years you already got. So it'd be like you building on 6 years of program building. And if you get Summerall, with the schedule we got coming up next year and the year after that, and he get fired in 2-3 years, you're starting all back over anyway. I would rather go ahead and give it to Durkin if this is what we trying to, these are the coaches that we trying to get. Give it to Durkin and just build on the 3 years you already got, and at least you'll get 6 years of straight Durkin without the head. Then for the quarterback, you remember when they were trying to tell us that the quarterback Deuce was immature and all of that was coming from Jeffrey leading them. Oh, he immature. Well, who's to know if the man immature if he plays? But anyway, that neither here or there. But my question, the last one I got for y'all is this: Deuce done showed his thing. Well, I got one more. Deuce done showed what he does. Aston done showed what he does. Now, do you go out and get a third quarterback? Because this is just a little simple sample size. Do you go out and get a third quarterback? And then the last one is for the Alabama game. I hope we come up with a game plan that can counteract what we already doing. I see what we doing. We throwing little quick passes, this and that. I hope we come up with some more added counter to that where we throwing the ball deep, some posts, some screens, some whatever to counteract. Because Alabama going to be sitting on these little quick, short passes. I hope we just come up with something like that. And I hang up and listen, and y'all tell me what you think what I just said.
Thank you, James. We appreciate it. I want to start with this last one real quick, and then we'll go to that phone line, and then we'll get to a few of the others. I've got a lot of confidence in Derek Nix, though. First couple of weeks give me that confidence. I'm happy for him. You know, it's one of those situations where, especially when I hear James loud and clear on that initial statement, when I'm on with Brett, my job is to aggravate Brett. I know my role. And the easiest thing to do on that is for me to go, Hugh Freeze making those play calls. I mean, whatever you do, don't throw Derek Nix under the bus. It was the easiest thing in the world for the Auburn fan base to go, well, the offensive coordinator must not be any good either.
Yeah.
Well, like, who knows that? If it's very clear on the sideline that your head coach is doing the play calling, you can be part of the scheme during the week, but you're not the one making the decisions on Saturday. And it's looked totally different. I mean, within a couple of weeks. So I'm real proud for him, and we'll get back to a couple of his other thoughts. Let's go back to the phone lines real quick and then talk about a few others. Caller, you on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
We're good. Glad to have you, Larry.
Go ahead, Larry. Tell Randy how smart he is.
Always, man. Look, I just want to comment that I've been calling for Deuce all year.
Amen.
And they finally gave him a chance, which that's what we should have been doing in the first place. Now, everybody in love now with Asher Daniels, whatever his name. But when I first seen Duke McKnight in the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game, I thought that guy the real deal. And if they was to give him a chance, he going to show them. And they finally gave him a chance. And we should have been playing them two all year instead of being stuck with Jackson Arnold, which Hugh Freeze was so in love with, cost us a season, and we ain't got a chance to get it back. But I think this guy, Deuce McKnight, is the real deal. And we going to give him a chance next year to prove it. They already talking about Daniel going to be the starting quarterback. I think it should be an open competition between him and Deuce. And either way, I don't think we can lose. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to y'all, and y'all have a blessed and War Eagle.
War Eagle to you, Larry. Hey, and go
happy
Bulldogs.
Thanksgiving.
His Opelika Bulldogs making the state championship game in 7A. And what a night for them this past week as they go over to Duck Sanford and Auburn and win that game 31-28. So, Larry, I don't know if you're a Bulldogs fan, but if you are, come to Birmingham here in a couple of weeks. We're looking forward to being there. We got a couple of comments there that we got to hit on when we come back, Andy, but the phone number's wide open, or the phone line's wide open, 256-234-6221.
Jim said it yesterday. We've been playing the third-string quarterback all year.
So it's clear as a bell. That's the problem. And when you do that, you lose your job.
We got to go to commercial. We'll be back with more right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Green. For air that's cool and clean. Care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean. Care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
This is Kathy Holmes with Preparatory Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for the calls. Thank you so much I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving this week. It is Iron Bowl week, too. Obviously, that game going on. We'll take your predictions if you want to make one. We will be doing a show tomorrow as well if you want to get those in tomorrow, too. We'll be talking about that game. But some great calls, and I was going to mention, I was going to do a whole segment on Deuce Knight because, he deserved it after the game. It was just, you could tell it's one of those moments, and I'm not going to make this comparison, but I'm just going to, it's not a comparison. It's just, I was in the stands in 2010 against Arkansas State when Cam Newton rolled out to the right and then took off running to the left. And it was just like he was moving at a different speed than everybody else on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He just looked different. He looked like he was jogging, and everybody else was standing in slow motion, and he was just floating through, you know. And when Deuce Knight took off on that first play, it was the same thing. And I'm not saying he's Cam Newton. I'm just saying everybody else was just like, it was just like it looked like an NFL player at a high school game. I mean, he was just floating through, like, you know, running around people like they were standing still.
Well, Larry said the exact reason Larry gave was the reason that I came into this season saying the same thing. And it was my point. When you get out there in an all-star venue where you've only practiced with your team for a week, so there's no system put in play. I mean, you're putting in some basic concepts that everybody understands. But it is the best athletes across the way, many of them SEC caliber players, and your best athletes. And when you get a player or two that is so much further ahead of everybody else out of that grouping of players, then you can go, hey, that ain't normal.
Yeah.
That right there. And the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game this past year, it was not his arm that blew you away. What blew you away is exactly what you saw on Saturday, is you've got it defended pretty well back in the secondary. And he's just kind of floating around out there. And the next thing you know is like, you've got to keep him in the pocket, because if you let him out of the pocket, he's about to get 40 yards. He's not going to get 8 yards. He's about to get 40. I know he ended up, and, you know, if you think back to that one, he's MVP of that game. He rushed for about 150 yards. Brett and I were together, and we're like, it's just too easy. This looks too easy. And, yes, it's Mercer. But do you think the other two would have looked like that?
Well, what do we say? I mean, what has been the problem all year? I mean, he's just got innate pocket awareness too.
Yes.
I mean, he can move left or move right, just one or two steps, and find a little open space to throw the ball. He knows when to take off and when to hold it. And like you said, I mean, they bring Jackson into the game, and on the second play, he gets sacked. Now, granted, I'm glad he got that run, and I'm glad he scored, and I appreciate him coming to Auburn, and I love when, you know, players come. Now, granted, he's getting paid now, so it's a little bit different, but still, I don't wish him any harm, but I hope he's good wherever he goes next year, because he's not going to be in an Auburn uniform.
Well, and then Deuce's arm talents through the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, the pass he threw to Coleman to end the first half.
That's as good as you can make.
The 3 plays that you have to get you in that position with a small allotment of time to make that play is impressive for someone that's same things I said to start the year. I feel even more passionate about right now. Please, Lord, don't give me the excuse at Auburn University that we've been giving ourselves for the last dozen years that, well, and this was Gus Malzahn's. Nothing pissed me off worse than Gus saying, well, we got to put a package in. You've got this kid that has been starting at quarterback probably 3 or 4 years worth of high school. He's been to every camp that you could possibly go, Elite 11 camps, and you're going to put a package in for 5 or 6 plays. Am I supposed to believe that kid's not smart enough to retain more than 5 or 6 plays and do them well? That's what we've been told for a long – am I wrong, Andy?
No.
That's what we get sold at Auburn. And then you finally get what you hope is a generational talent that you can develop, and I do think Deuce Knight is that. And you get the same excuses. At the end of the day, it's like, no, I think I've heard enough of that. And do I hope Ashton plays well Saturday? Yes, but do I? Am I going to be upset if Deuce is taking a lot of the snaps? No. Because I think if broken plays are to be had at Auburn University in that game, and I think we're going to need them, Deuce Knight's going to be the one that can make them.
So you're okay? You want Ashton to start? Or do you want Deuce to start?
I'd love for Deuce to start.
Okay.
Love for Deuce to start.
Right.
Said it. I didn't say it at the beginning of the year, and then he go out there and put on a showcase like Saturday, and then all of a sudden I want Ashton Daniels out there playing. I'm like, I'm fine with him playing, but do I think his ceiling's anywhere near to the level of Deuce Knight? Not even close.
Yeah. All right, well, back to James, a couple of James's comments. I'll pass it along to Brett.
Yeah, pass it along to Brett.
I'll pass it along to Brett and see if we can't get some better chemistry there. It is what it is.
Well, certain people working together is, some that work together have a better dynamic than others. That's the reason I love calling ball games and broadcasting with Brett, because first off, we've known each other since we were 4 or 5 years old, and I can agitate him better than anybody on planet Earth. I know when I'm doing it that, when we go to break, we're going to probably laugh about it. And we've been calling football games together for 21 years now. So I'm just real comfortable doing it. It doesn't mean that I don't love doing them with you. It doesn't mean I don't love doing them with a lot of people. But everybody's got certain chemistry. So, I hear you, James. I appreciate you saying it. Look, that's not a negative response towards anybody. And, I'll say this about Faith. She does sideline for us. And I tell Brett all the time, you better enjoy having her, because she ain't normal. Like, you going to keep her for a very short period of time. She's going to be on SEC, and she's going to be doing big things.
The sideline and the interviews she does.
Oh, she's exceptionally good.
That's her. Yeah. That's definitely her wheelhouse.
And so, we're proud to have her. And then he had a couple of other comments in there. The one on Deuce that I completely agree with, and the one on Durkin. I told you before, James. We were told, James, by the way, that you were coming on. I said, well, James is going to say he's not too sure about Summerall. And I'm not going to say that I'm not sure, but what James said is probably, I more lean toward what James said than I do in the opposite direction right now. Now, Andy, I've already told Andy I'm right a couple of times today, and he got in a fight with me off camera that he was right. So when we come back, I'm going to let you tell everybody your reasoning for thinking Summerall is the right answer.
Talk about chemistry. You'd never know. We despise each other. We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air has been caring for you and your family's comfort and safety since 1908. For a limited time, we're offering a $39 heating tune-up plus a free air quality inspection. Heating tune-ups improve the efficiency of your system, which lowers energy bills and prevents costly repairs and replacements. More importantly, check for gas leaks that are harmful, even fatal, to your family's health and well-being. Don't risk waiting another minute. Call today to take advantage of this limited time offer.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Just a couple of more segments left in today's show. Again, we are brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call for all your needs. And Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine as well. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery or Auburn area. They also sponsored the Auburn Blitz post-game show after each and every game. Hopefully it will be one of joy this coming Saturday night. We will hope so. But Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, go ahead and check out their website, steaksnwine.com, just the letter N. steaksnwine.com. Food, the wonderful people are even better. On Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. All right, Steve says Bruce and Stephen Pearl have done a better job of coaching than Nate Oates. This year, he said, I counted 5 5-star players and 4 4-star players out of high school. I think Auburn only had 1 last year. That was Pettiford. Your thoughts on this?
I don't watch Alabama play and think they're more talented than Auburn.
Okay.
I really don't. So, I mean, I'm not knocking what Bruce and Stephen Pearl have done. You
thinking they're getting more out of their roster than Nate's is getting out of his?
That's the point I'm making, no.
Okay.
Because I don't think they got a better roster than we do.
Okay.
I mean, do you?
No.
I don't. I mean, like, I don't watch Auburn play last year. Now, part of the reason that last year was as good as it was because we had retained guys, some not for 3 or 4 years, but a few were, especially down in the post. But then you had got a couple of guys to come in that were there a couple of years, not just the one, namely Denver Jones. And I thought that was key to us being able to grow with success. And Chaney Johnson, how much better he got from first year to the second. And all of that was development. But I didn't watch Alabama play and go, oh, gosh, there's so much more talent in there. I don't believe it. I really don't. And then I watched us play last night. There any part of you that thinks – now, I want LeBaron Philon.
He's good.
I wanted him when we had him committed. When we lost him with Flanagan moving over to Ole Miss and all of the inner workings that went on there. But I knew he was great in high school, and now I know that I think he's even better. Now, y'all can keep the other one. I didn't want him when he was at Auburn. And now, can he shoot your eyeballs out if all things line up for him? Absolutely. But, no, I don't think he's any better than the ones that we've got.
He's colder. He's hotter, ice cold.
Always has been, and he had the yips at Auburn, and it didn't get any better, and he doesn't play a physical brand of basketball that we need with the system that we run. So I don't think
that's the thing. We got better defensively last night.
So I'm not saying I want my coaches over Nate Oates, but I will speak for my Alabama friends out there and say that that's a heck of a basketball coach too.
Yeah, I don't think they're upset with you.
No, I think we've both got two of the best basketball programs consistently that we've ever had in the history of the program, and I don't think anybody would deny that.
Your old buddy Jerome says he went to his daughter went to his first Auburn game. Mm-hmm. Or he went to his first Auburn game. His daughter had won tickets. They had good seats, and they were almost on the Jumbotron, apparently, but had a good time. Wanted you to know and wishes you a happy Thanksgiving as well.
Thank you, Jerome. Be tuning in Friday night, Jerome. I know you will be.
38-24 Alabama, Jerome's prediction.
Oh, he's a Bammer, so he would.
If they put up 38 on us, they'll win.
Agree.
Yeah.
Do I think they're going to put up 38 on us?
I find it hard to believe.
No.
Ernie says 31-27 Alabama. I could buy that. I think that's, again, if we give up 31, it'd be a lot at home. Scott says 34-24 Auburn. I like that score.
Well, if you get that score, you get to go back into what I was trying to tee you up for to lead into this segment. You know, Derek Nix leads this offense to mid-30 points and 400-plus yards of offense on Saturday night. And anyone questions his ability to coach offensive football, I think that they've lost their mind. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, you just don't see the offense. You don't see the offense night and day. We scored 3 points against Kentucky at home. And then the next week we go and put up 500 yards of offense and 38 points. I mean, that don't happen one week after the other. And so
did you watch Kentucky play Saturday?
Yes. And it made me even madder.
It does. It just makes you scratch every ounce of your hair out of your head.
I mean,
pitiful.
God, the true genius is to be able to recognize you're in the clown show when you're actually in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of our job, but I always try to.
You do.
I try to find the best.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And I tried.
Oh, you're such a nice fella. You really are. And you're legitimately a nice guy. But at the end of the day, it's unfortunate for you.
It's a nut kicker, isn't it? All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy closing things out to 1 o'clock. Auburn and Michigan tonight, 7:30 on TNT. Again, Michigan, number 7 in the country. They look really good. They beat the mess out of San Diego State last night.
They're rugged, and they've got pieces all over the court, physical in spots that I think may expose us a little bit, but great matchup for Auburn. I think that if you leave out of here doing the same as you did against Houston, I don't think any of us were too upset about that loss to Houston. I mean, we hit some free throws and get a foul called on Tahad late in the game, send him to the free throw line. We could have won that. Houston wins in overtime last night against a really good Syracuse team.
Yeah.
So I think we're in the mix, and I think that's the only thing you can ask for as an Auburn fan in the first year after Bruce Pearl and replacing everybody.
Yeah.
But Tahad, to be in the mix, you got to be happy about the state of the program.
Absolutely. And so this thing works like you get guaranteed 3 games, and then after that, after the first 2 games, the record is And if you go 2-0, I guess you're in the championship game, or you're in the championship round, I guess, or however they're going to do it. I'm not sure, but so important game tonight for Auburn if they want to move on in this tournament. They're going to get 3 games regardless, but you get a consolation game.
Well, this is the big one. I mean, you're in the mix, and hopefully it would knock Michigan out of being in that. And to me, that's the team that concerns me the most.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, and and we want to see how we match up.
Yeah.
Like if we lose a game, and if you question whether Auburn was a top 25 team, you didn't after that Houston game. If I'm supposed to buy in they're the number 1 team on a neutral side, if we played them 10 times, I think we'd win 5 of them, and they would. And I felt that way on Sunday. So I think that's the state of the program.
Okay. Iron Bowl, what's your early thoughts?
I like it, and I normally don't, but I mean, I do. I like it.
5.5. You know when the lowest line before that was?
I don't know.
2019.
19.
It's 3.5. Alabama.
Okay. Alabama's an odd watch. They have no identity.
They don't.
They don't. I don't know who they are. I think Ty Simpson's a really good college quarterback, but I thought Ryan Williams would be a lot better college player. And look, he may end up putting on a show Saturday, but so far he hasn't.
Yeah.
He's been okay at best, and they can't run the football.
Not at all.
And last year, the one that got the biggest knock was Jalen Milroe. The reason that we struggled winning the football game against them last year was Jalen Milroe. His ability to move around and make plays out of the pocket and run the football. And when they didn't have a running game, they had a running quarterback. Well, Simpson's not.
No.
He's not going to run it. And now they don't have a physical nature about them. They don't. Why? I don't know. But they don't. And so
well,
I think Auburn's got a great chance. I really do. I think it's 50-50 at home. That may sound crazy, but I think it's as good a 50-50 chance with us at home if we find offense, and I don't think Alabama's a world beater on defense either.
If that's the thing, if Auburn can run the ball and if the offense continues to stay hot and continues to produce like they have the last 2 games,
yep,
I love Auburn's chances. Yeah, no doubt about it whatsoever. On this day, 1971, your boy Pat Sullivan won the Heisman Trophy. Humble man that he was, you remember what he said in his speech?
I'm sure that I have seen it, but memory tells me that he was really complimentary of the teammates and wished all of his teammates could have been there with him.
One of the greatest lines, though, he said, there are a lot more people that deserve this award more than I do, but there's not anybody that'll appreciate it more.
That's a great line.
That's Pat Sullivan.
That's a perfect line.
That's
yes.
Pat Sullivan. On this day, 1979, Pat Summerall and John Madden did the first broadcast they ever did together. What a duo.
Well, look, you're going back to, who do you work and feed off of
chemistry.
Best? And the chemistry that them two possessed, I'm sure, was there from moment one.
Yep.
And the best two that's ever done it, in my opinion.
Bro, I think you're right. 1980, on this day, Sugar Ray Leonard regained the WBC welterweight title when Roberto Duran famously said, "No mas," in the 8th round.
It was the epitome
in
of
the
boxing.
Superdome.
Yeah, that stretch of boxing, especially in the middleweight class, was the best we've ever had.
Yeah.
Now, you can maybe go back to the 50s and Sugar Ray Robinson and that grouping, but growing up in the 80s like we did, I know that there was 5 to 6 of those guys that would beat each other's brains in every time they went
Marvin
out there and
Hagler,
fought. Yeah.
Ray Hearn, Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray, man, it was great. Boxing was it was great back then. And then today, 1988, Pat Summerall, not related to John Summerall and Summerall. 1988, the 53rd Iron Bowl. Auburn defeated Alabama 15-10. How in the world did they score 10 points?
Not on that team.
I mean, that was I think that was the day that Kurt Crane almost killed Clay Whitehurst.
Is that the game he ended up with 20-plus tackles?
I think so.
I think so, too.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.